Now we'll write logic for this question. The question says, check if array is sorted and rotated. So I have to check whether the array is sorted or not. Okay. Rotated array is also a form of sorted array, right? So I have to check if the array is sorted and rotated. Okay, so if it is true, basically if it is sorted and rotated, then I have to return true, otherwise false. Okay, so let's write the logic. What we'll do in this question. So here we can see one pattern. Every element before 3 is less than 3, right? But see, before 1, which number is before 1? If we think in rotated form, then 3 is before 1, right? In rotated rotation logic, okay? So 3 is before 1, and the only one element 3 which is present before 1 is greater than 1. Otherwise, every element is less than in this format. Okay. So what I'm saying that every array index minus 1th position is less than ARR of current indexed position, right? So this is for every element. For only one element, this conditions gets false and error of I minus 1th index element gets bigger than error of I, and that position is nothing but the rotation position, right? Rotation position. So this is already a sorted array. Let's take this example. As we can see, 4 4, okay, let's take 4. 3 is less than 4, right? And 4 is less than 5. Okay, but 1 is not less than 5. 5 is greater than 1. So we got one pair here. Okay, let's move. Now we have one pair solution. Let's move again. So 2 is great. Okay, so 1 is less than 2, right? And let's rotate this. 2 is less than 3. Okay, so this is following the logic. Here we got only one pair solution. Before element is greater than next element, but here rotation point before element 2 is less than next element. Okay, so we got only one point before element is greater than next element. Okay, so as we can see, if in any array we get one pair solution where before element is greater than next element, then that array is sorted and rotated. Okay, otherwise that array is not not sorted array. Okay, I hope you got the pointer. Let's write the logic. Let's write the logic. So uh, we have one array nums. Okay, what I'll do here is I'll run one loop. Int I is equal to 1 I less than nums dot length I plus plus. Okay, I'll just compare here. If nums of I minus 1 is greater than nums of I, I'm just comparing here. Is there any true condition where previous element is greater than next element? And I'll create one count variable which is initialized with 0. If you found this pattern or this pair, just increase count by 1. Okay, so after counting this, either we get 1 or more than or either we get 0 or more than 0. Okay, but here we missed one thing. We have not compared this element and this element, edge case. Okay, so this there is only one pair we have to compare, last and first position element. Okay, so let's compare for this one only elements. nums of 0, I have to compare nums of 0. Is nums of 0 greater than, basically nums of 0 is next element and previous element is nums of nums dot length minus 1. Okay, is next element is greater than previous element. If it is true, then increase count value by 1. Okay, so after doing this all the things, we have the count, we have counts. I'll say if count is count is more than 1, just return false. If count is more than 1, just return false, otherwise return true. Okay, let's run this solution. Is it working or not? It is not working. Okay, let's see why it is not working. What I what I write here, count and I is equal to 1, nums dot length I plus plus nums I minus 1 is greater than nums I count plus plus. If nums of 0, if nums of 0, wait. Okay, so here we did one mistake. Before element is 2, next element is 0 index wala element. Okay, so what we have to do here, we have to compare that the last element nums dot length minus 1, the last indexed element is before element and 0th index element is next element, so we have to compare that last indexed element is greater than 0th index element or not. Okay, let's submit this question solution. Okay, now it is working fine. Let's submit it. Okay, so we solved this question. I hope you got the point there.